Hi guys, and welcome to my first multiplayer match in the Destiny beta. In this set of episodes, I play the Iron Banner challenge, and that actually keeps your stats the same based on whatever level you are. So if you're a higher level and you have more traits and better weapons, you keep all that extra damage and stats. Whereas if you're a lower level, like a level 5, as soon as you unlock the multiplayer, you're going to be at a disadvantage. I was level 7 going into this, so that really wasn't that big of a concern. But as you'll see, I might have reconsidered that because the first match was a little rough, let's just say. We're going on to the Rested Lands. The maps do look really cool. I hope they add a few more for the final release. But I'm sure they will. They've already announced a couple more maps already.
Bravo team.
And the point of this game type is to control the territories, as you'll see here on the map. A, B, and C.
Path to victory, Guardians.
I found in these
Capture the
that
zones. Destroy
auto rifles
your
are
enemies.
pretty easy to use. Scout rifles, not so much. Pulse rifles, if you are good at them, can probably be very useful, but I am not.
Enemy
By any
captured
means.
Zone A.
First kill,
Zone
and
B
then get
secure.
wrecked. That's how this game went.
You're falling behind.
But from now on, I'm probably going to do, after these episodes up, probably going to do these as live
Zone C
commentary,
lost.
because there were a couple reactions that I wish I would have had in here. Realized that
Enemy
a sniper
captured
probably
Zone
wasn't
C.
the best choice for me on this
Zone
map,
B
because there
lost.
really just wasn't a lot of open space to just sit there and try to snipe people. And I have no idea what happened there, if I just missed him that much, or if he was, because he was a higher level, he had more armor than I had attack damage. Which would have been rather upsetting, I must say, because
Zone A neutralized.
it just doesn't seem fair if that's the case. But then my teammate shot me for no reason. He got scared, that's all, right?
You neutralized Zone C. Enemy captured
And
Zone
as you
A.
can see, when people shoot or are running around the
Zone
map,
C captured.
upper left you can see red indicators of where approximately they're located.
Zone
I got
B
another kill.
neutralized.
Booyah! And then I got wrecked by a pulse grenade. Those grenades will actually put up a field of damage. So if you stay in that field, it'll actually just keep damaging you and damaging you until... And then I got wrecked by a sniper. Until either the grenade runs out, and that was that blue field you saw there at the end of that last clip, or you move. And I didn't realize that when that grenade went off, so I kind of got destroyed by it, because I just sat in the field of damage. And then if you're also sprinting and you crouch, you can slide, and I did not know that until I tried it right there. So that's why I completely missed that guy with that melee attack, and ended up dying because of it, which was quite frustrating. And as you can see down there in the bottom right, my team was getting destroyed. Not that I was doing a lot to help that, but yeah, it wasn't looking good for us. Thought I had a grenade there and did not. And the shotgun switching to that was not a good idea at all.
Heavy ammo on the way. Zone A lost.
But yeah, you gain points for capturing and holding territories, but then you also
Enemy
gain
captured
points
Zone A.
for killing
You lost them
enemies.
all.
So
They've
really,
got
you could
total
just,
control.
if both teams completely ignore the capture points, you could just make this a team deathmatch. Which I'm sure when the game
neutralized
comes out,
Zone C.
if they have custom matches, I'm sure that will be one of the game types that custom
Zone
matches
C
use a lot.
captured.
Will be just an Iron Banner challenge. It's just straight kills instead of... And I should have just shot him with a shotgun, looking at that now. Hindsight's always 20/20 though, and at the time I thought melee, and that was not the right choice. Yeah, this game was rough. I was a little upset after this game. Playing that, I didn't even see that guy in front of me that completely hit my teammate in the back. I didn't see that at all until watching it now. So that's an interesting thing about doing this after the fact, is that I see things I didn't see during the actual game. Which may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, depending on what I'm seeing. And the other thing about the beta was that it seemed there was a lot of server lag. So as you can see when I'm shooting some of these people, there should be numbers popping up above their heads or wherever my reticle is as soon as I shoot. In other words, as soon as that bullet hits them, there should be a damage indicator of how much damage I'm doing to that person. But in the beta, it seemed like there was a lot of server lag, as in you'd start shooting and you would almost put out half a clip to a whole clip before the numbers actually started popping up. Which is a bad thing, because if it actually wasn't registering on the other player's screen, and there was one of those pulse grenades again that I just sat in, if that's happening on the other player's screen, they're staying alive longer than they should be, and that can result in unwarranted death and possibly unwarranted kills for the other player. Which is frustrating for competitive play, because you want to have it be as responsive as possible for competitive matches, which a lot of people are going to be doing in this, I have a feeling. Because it was a lot of fun, and it feels very similar to Halo, just without the extra shields, you know, that whole thing, which a lot of people didn't like about Halo, but a lot of people also enjoyed. So hopefully this pleases both crowds. And as you saw there was a little lag because the guy didn't die right away. But I think the games run to 25,000 or 20,000 points for either team.
Zone C neutralized.
And as soon as one team hits that, the game's over. There's no like amount of respawns that you have or anything like that. Shotgun to your face. Shotgun to your face. Double down like a boss. And then I got destroyed. Yep, that's how that game went. It was up and down the whole time, and it was not enjoyable. It got long killed.
Secure.
But overall, I think when this game comes out full release, this is going to be, multiplayer is going to be a big part of the community. Whether it be on the supposed quote-unquote raids they're going to have, or if it's just going to be in competitive multiplayer matches like this, I think the community in this is going to be a big part of how far this game is going to go. If people enjoy the multiplayer, people enjoy those matches, it'll probably be a plus to the selling point of this game. Yeah, that'll work.
Your light is stronger than this,
I thought that shotgun was invincible from that range, apparently. That was...
I know that's
you have to be a lot closer. That's the other good thing about this. The shotguns are not overly powered. In most games, when the games come out, they think, oh, this is a good range at which a shotgun should hit. And then you get in, you realize you could be, you know, 10 feet away from somebody, still hit them for a decent amount of damage, and that's just not how shotguns work. And as you can see there, depending on how well you do, you can get rewards.